Up series, where we bring members of our community on to talk with us about how they are impacting the tech ecosystem with diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility as their guide. My name is Sharice Luter. I am the marketing director for DivInc, and we are in the middle of our Meet the Founder series for our clean energy cohort happening right now in Houston, thanks to in partnership with Microsoft and Chevron. And today I have the co-founders of Owanga, Chinelo and Bene. And let's get into it. Let's let Chinelo, you start. Tell us a little about yourself and let's get into the conversation.
Yeah, well, hi, my name is Chinelo, and I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, right now living out in Atlanta, which is where I met Benny. Um, and we became close friends, and then he approached me, idea for Owanga, and we started collaborating on it and working on it, and that's kind of how we got to where we are today.
All right,
Hi.
Benny.
Yeah, hi. I'm Benny. I'm Benny Owanga, one of the co-founders as well. A quick background about myself is that I grew up in so many different countries. I grew up in Congo, South Africa, Canada as well, and now I currently live in Atlanta. And yeah, one of the reasons why we the company is because I guess I grew up with lack of power, so that inspired the idea of what we're doing. So yeah,
Well, great to have you.
thank
So tell us a
you.
little bit about Owanga and what do y'all do? What problem do y'all solve? And yeah, tell us a little bit about the company.
Yeah, for sure. I guess you could say that we are an on-demand electricity service. So you look at the Africa, the biggest issue that we currently face is just the lack of electricity, and this leads to a lot of people using inefficient ways to maintain that, such as kerosene generators and candles, all which
Yeah.
are pretty much inefficient. And so our solution allows customers to rent out our portable battery packs for $2 a day. Has the capacity to power up a one-bedroom house or an entire shop in the DRC. So
And so just to give everyone an idea, because we will have those who are in this sector and completely understand everything you just said, and then
yeah,
others who maybe just are kind of getting their feet wet when it comes to these kinds of technologies. When you mean um, uh, uh, battery packs and one-time use, can you just kind of maybe walk through how a customer would experience using your products? Everybody can get a real good idea of what you mean.
yeah, for sure. Pretty much you could see it. It's a plug and play solution to some is that you just come to our store, you grab the battery pack, and then you just plug everything in that you would like to use in your house. So you can think of it as a portable charger for small phones and so forth.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
just think about exactly just on a bigger scale now. It's exactly that.
And
So
you can, yeah, but you can charge like laptops, you can charge phones, you can plug in large appliances, maybe not a refrigerator, but definitely like a small television or things like that, right?
exactly
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and because it's portable then, right? And I mean, you could use it anywhere for any kind of use. So homes as well, but because does that mean that you can use it outside, like in just pretty much anywhere you can need to plug something in?
You want to take that?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
go
pretty
for it.
much anywhere that it needs to be plugged in, you can use it. It's really great. Since it's not super big like traditional generators, it's really helpful for these people to be able to easily charge their phone and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, and you mentioned, the generators are probably the only thing that everyone's kind of familiar with, and when it comes to, and you mentioned some of the other kerosene and all of the other ways that people are doing this. Is this something that y'all are doing different when it comes to these particular batteries? Or is this something that's, um, do y'all have something that's special about y'all's product that's different than the other ones?
I mean, one of the really great things about our product is that it's run by solar energy. And so
Mm,
the traditional generators, you have to pay oil and gas in order to fuel it up. And it can cost a lot of money. And this is a country where people are only making $10 a day, and it can cost them $30 to fuel up these traditional generators. And so with us, we charge the battery packs with the solar panels that we have at our facility. And then it just allows users to just use the battery pack and no longer have super high costs for the fuel. And then with the kerosene lanterns, they're quite a fire hazard. And so we're giving a safer option as well there.
So it sounds like it's clean all the way through from beginning to end, even with the charging all the way through to the use of that battery. That's amazing. So I'm wondering, where did this idea come from? Is this something that was of interest for you for a while? Is this, I mean, you mentioned personal experience was kind of the catalyst, but I'm wondering what went from, hey, this is a great idea, to no, seriously, now we have a company. What was that process like?
I guess you could see it as a personal experience. So I was working on, I had an internship, and during my training, I actually lost power. I lost power hours, and it took me, you could say, 2 weeks just to fully understand what I was doing and my job. And when I was working on it, and it really got me thinking, I was like, I lost power for 2 hours, and it took me 2 weeks just to something that's really basic. What about people that don't have power for 2 months or for months or for years, Like, where are they in life? And then it led to me just going down a rabbit hole of a lot of researching on renewable energy, how different communities work when they don't have power. And then I hit up Chinelo with the idea, and then she was really interested in that. And then from that idea stage to where we are is pretty much, that's the story, I guess. Yeah.
And so as y'all have been kind of building the company and working on things up until this point, what made you start looking for a program to be a part of, like DivInc?
Yeah, so when I started the company, we were still idea stage, and I spoke, like I said, we live in Atlanta, and in Atlanta, there's something called the Emory Incubator. The Emory Incubator really helped us go from the idea to actually having a company, but it didn't help us go from company to prototype. And we were looking to go from company to actually having a prototype. So we were doing a lot of research on available programs out there, and DivInc really caught our eyes because the grant money is amazing in itself. But not only that, DivInc actually cares about the founders, and you can tell that with the amount of people that we work with, such as yourself, such as Amanda, and such as Wes as well. DivInc really cares about the founders first. And we saw that from the first day we applied to the program. And with our first meeting with Amanda, we were like, yeah, this is a program we want to get into. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yay, that's good to hear. Did y'all have any particular expectations going in at Chinelo, or did y'all have anything that y'all were thinking, these are the specific topics we'd like to touch on, or problems we're wanting to solve within the company that you wanted to be able to tackle during the program?
I definitely think that we were pretty open to just anything that we could learn. Over the course of the program, we were seeking a bit of help with like employees and things like that, and advice on that stage of the company. And we were able to get some great advice that really helped us solidify our current employment. So that was really great. And really, I think one of the big things that we also wanted to get from this program was mentorship. Just the ability to speak to people working in energy, people that have worked in African countries, so that we could get some guidance on that. And we've definitely been able to do that throughout the program. So it's been really great.
Any surprises? Anything that kind of took y'all by surprise when it comes to the development of the company, or even the any like big aha moments that y'all experienced while you're in the midst of it? I got you.
Yeah, you did. I guess the biggest aha moment, or just something that I'm forever, I guess you could say that I'm kind of forever grateful for, is when we came to the program, there's a company called Forecaster, and they really helped us with our financial model. And that was something we were really struggling with. Sitting down with them and having meetings every single week. And that was our aha moment. Like, of course, we have a company, but now how do we go from generating revenue or just making things? How do we make things make sense financially?
Yeah.
And I guess that's something that a lot of founders really struggle with when it's just the of things. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I think that was a really big thing for us, because another point that I forgot to mention, our expectations, was that we really needed help with our financials. So Forecaster has been a great help, and it's really easy to use. So yeah, it really has helped us to a different viewpoint of our company. That has been super helpful.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Well, I will say one of the things that we kind of feel like is a huge part of the accelerator is no one cohort is the same when it comes to the kind of curriculum and the kind of mentors we bring on, and even the way that we put together the cohort themselves, so that you all are able to really build a community amongst yourselves, and it's a collaborative learning experience. And I'm wondering, what's it been like going through the 12 weeks with your fellow cohort members and being a part of that kind of community? Benny, if you want to first? Okay, good.
Yeah, you can go first. Yeah, you can go first.
Nope, they both have something to say. Go ahead, Chinelo.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. I really like how collaborative everyone has been. People are regularly, sharing helpful articles in the Slack channel. And, there's like Tracy with WIP, who has been working in African countries as well, that has been able to like kind of tell us a couple of things here and there. Patricia has been great to work with. She's super helpful. She's always sending helpful art and stuff like that. Yeah, and so just everyone has been super great to work with. We have definitely been able to, I don't know, we've definitely been able to learn something from each and every founder here. So it's been a great experience.
Yeah, Benny, you looked like you had something to add.
Yeah, and then just to touch on what she pretty much said, yeah, like it's being very, very collaborative in the sense that there's a lot of things that as founders we don't know, but there are people that have come before us that have the knowledge to prevent us from making specific mistakes.
Yeah.
Such as when we created our prototype, our plan was to obviously start developing more and then just delivering it to the Congo. And I spoke to Kabi about this, and he recommended, he's like, do not do that, because what happens if you develop 50 and 40 of them break? What's the next step? And I was like, yeah, I never really thought about that, And still talking about, I guess, our cohort, another person that's really been very helpful to us is Daniel, in the sense that really taught me how to bootstrap and how to save money, and doing it in an efficient. Yes, we save money, but our product is still good at the same time. Such as, I never knew that you could really hire people on Fiverr to get things done, but done in a way that's amazing as well. And I never spoke to Daniel about that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's so amazing watching the we just throw a conversation in the middle of the room and just step back, and there's this cross collaboration, and we really feel like no one has the monopoly of the information in the room, even those who are running the accelerator. Everyone brings in their own wisdom and their own experience, and that's what makes the room just vibe in a way that I feel like is very DivInc. So it's good to hear that y'all have felt the community, but also have grown as founders when it comes to interacting with your fellow cohort members. So, related to your founder journey, what's that process been like? Aside from, of course, learning how to run a company and all of the things that are connected to that, what's that personal journey been like to go from just with that idea in your hand to really putting forth something that will make a huge impact on people's lives, on their day-to-day lives, and their ability to for them to even access be able to bring forth their dreams and their goals in their life. What's that been like?
I think it's been a really great experience. I think we've both learned so much about each and then ourselves as individuals. We've definitely been able to approach various issues that we have in the company with different viewpoints, and then we try to the common ground. Like Benny's super great at like reading people, so he's good with the hiring process, and I'm pretty organized, so I like to deal with like the scheduling of the meetings and stuff like that. I mean, we just have different things that we're good at, and we've found a way to work together on that. And so it's been a really great experience to collaborate with someone on, a company that's bringing such difference to the world. So yeah.
And Benny?
Yeah, and just to touch on that, and it's all because of the first day when we came to DivInc. We had a personality test, and just looking at each other's personalities, we were like, wait, we've been doing the wrong things, because I was always responsible for the scheduling and she would be responsible for, I guess, meeting people. And then we were like, no, that's not who you are. So we just switched everything up, and just that first day when we saw the personality test, it really helped us know what we're building, but it also helped, it helped the company a lot. I'm a chaotic mess, but in that mess, I understand what I'm doing, So,
it's not a mess to you. It makes total sense.
So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like that's been a key to you all building your co-founder relationship then, and how y'all have grown in learning how to divide and conquer in the most positive ways. Is there anything else that y'all have kind of brought in to make sure that your co-founder team is running on all four cylinders?
I guess we have bi-weekly meetings with myself, Chinelo, and we also have another co-founder in Nigeria. He's our lead engineer. So we always have bi-weekly meetings to just update each other on that's going on. And that's something we learned as well through the cohort, in the sense that it's good to keep everybody updated on how things are going, instead of just going about things and then a month later it's like, oh, I did this, and now everyone's just scrambling to pick up the messages. So yeah.
Chinelo, anything to add?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of this example. We really take the time to meet. Yeah. We take the time to meet and stay updated with our lead engineer and other co-founder, and he's really great. He's more of the technical side of things. So sometimes I personally, I'm like, I don't understand, but I trust you. So but the meetings are really helpful so that everyone's on the same page overall. So
absolutely. Well, Demo Day is only a few short days away, and I'm wondering, what are y'all's feelings? Where are y'all at? How are y'all preparing, getting ready for it? And is there anything y'all are already planning for that's coming up after Demo Day is over?
I guess feeling nervous but also excited, in the sense that it's been a long journey, but in a good way. We've really learned a lot. And nervous in the sense that you're gonna be pitching to possibly 500 people, so it's like you don't want to mess up, So we really excited about that as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm also feeling the same way, definitely a bit nervous, but excited. I feel like we've definitely grown much over the last 12 weeks. And so we're super excited and ready to show that. And I mean, I am also definitely sad that this program is coming to an end. It's really been a great part of our company journey. We've just learned so much. So we're looking forward to demo day, but sad that it's coming to an end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not rid of us.
Yeah, I'm not getting rid of y'all. So.
Well, once you're in the DivInc family, I mean, you're here, and I mean, we know where you live. But no, once you're a member of the DivInc family, you're always a member, and yeah, it doesn't stop with demo day. You'll always be a part of our portfolio, and on paper and that kind of stuff. But just even more importantly, a part of our community and a part of our alumni family. So yeah, y'all aren't through with us. You can't get rid of us now.
We wouldn't want to.
But as we're coming to a close, we have lots of people that watch our lunchtime link up series episodes, and that includes members of our founder community, those who are maybe are your peers, but also those that may be in that idea on a napkin phase, and they're just trying to get their start. And so I'd love for both of y'all to share maybe some words of wisdom, maybe some lesson that you learned the hard way so they don't have to learn it, or just something to kind of give them some encouragement as they are going through their journey.
Yeah, I guess I can start. I guess for anybody that has the idea on the napkin, one piece of advice I just want to say, just do it. If it fails, at least you did it, and if you don't do it, you'll never know if you fail or succeed. The most important thing is just giving things a try, and and even if it doesn't work, keep going and keep going and keep going again. That's the most important thing. Yeah, when I started this, I was afraid of failing, but I was like, if I fail, at least I tried something, So that's one piece of advice. Yeah.
Yeah, and going off, just going ahead and taking the first leap and trying. I would say definitely to surround yourself with people that are encouraging you and that can offer you further advice on your specific, idea now, but company that's coming to fruition. Whether that means actually, creating like a team, or if you're just going to do it, at least having people that you can kind of bounce some ideas off of, because I think it's really important to be able to get some other ideas from people, because, every different viewpoint, and, maybe everything isn't going to be helpful to you, but it might get you the right direction that will lead to something. So definitely try to surround yourself with people that can offer bits of advice.
Absolutely. Well, I am so excited to see y'all pitch at Demo Day. If you would like to join us, if you're in the Houston area, you can join us at the Ion on June 29th. And we'll be having Chinelo, Bene, and the rest of the cohort doing their pitches, and then also a little bit of a party afterwards to celebrate their success. And if you're not in the Houston area, you can, of course, join us on our live stream on YouTube. And so you can still see their pitches and join in with the fun from afar. And you can also, of course, follow us on DivInc to get more information about our cohorts and what's going on with the clean energy cohort as they move into alumni status after Demo Day. Thank y'all for joining me today. I appreciate it so much, especially since this is a big week.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for everything you always do. So yeah.
And so thank you again for watching this new episode. Until next time, have a great day, and we'll